Awesome.
Early impressions of Andre the Giant. He had to have come through Portland as he kind of went from here, there, and everywhere through Vince Sr.
Harley was another guy. Whenever he came into the territory, I'd always get a fifth of Crown and give him a gift because he always made me go party with him after the shows. And you don't dare try and buy a drink when you're with Harley. You know, you sit down, you put your money in your pocket, you know. So when he'd get in the dressing room, I'd take him a fifth of Crown over there. And he always grabbed me with him, you know, and I partied with him every time he came into the territory. And there's one night, we're in Oregon, and Hood River, Oregon's about 40 miles outside of Portland. We're wrestling there, and I had a Mustang hatchback at the time. And Harley was on the show. I don't know how he got there. But he goes, "Boss, what are you doing after?" And I says, "I'm coming with you, Harley." He goes, "That's right." And then I said, "Who are you riding with?" And he told me. I said, "Well, ride with me." I said, "My car is small, but I get bucket seats, right?" I said, "But it pushes way back. You'll fit in there." "You sure?" "It's only 40 miles, right?" Okay, so we leave. So I push the seat way back, and it's a bucket seat. Can you imagine a Mustang hatchback? I think it was in '82. So he's sitting in here, and he's like this. He's got the seat way back, and his hair makes his head even look bigger. So he's sitting like this. So we're driving back, and I'm trying to make it as comfortable as possible for him. I'm hurrying, Harley. I said, "Harley, I got to stop."
Is this Harley or Andre?
Oh, Andre, excuse me. I said, "Andre, I got to stop in Troutdale on the way back." And I had to stop there because that was in my day of wild times, right? And I had to stop and get some drugs. I didn't have to, but I wanted to. Or maybe I had to, I don't know. So I take the exit and I pull in. The guy lived right off the exit in this little subdivision. So I pull in there, I pull up right in front of the guy's house. "Andre, I'll be right back." So I go up, knock on the door, and I go in. There's 5 or 6 of my associates, or people I knew. They weren't my friends.
Nice
they were
bird. Nice
drug
bird.
dealers, right? So I go in there.
What did you do? I didn't hear that.
No, not Sparta. No. I wouldn't have trusted him. You'd have to double check it.
It would have been flour.
But anyway. Nah, these people were good people. We're talking about decent people.
Okay.
They were just, into their own thing, and this was in the early '80s. You do those kind of things in 2010, you're kind of a scumbag in my eyes.
Yep.
But anyway, so I run out. Hurry up! I got Andre the Giant out in the car. Give me my 8-ball and let me go, right? And they're talking. Hurry up! Yeah, I got Andre out in the car. I got to go. He's cramped. You go, yeah, sure. You got Andre in the car, yeah. So I said, yeah. So they gave me my stuff, and they follow me out, and they all walk out, and it's dark out, and they're looking. "Oh my God, it's Andre the Giant," and there's Andre sitting in there. And I didn't go over and introduce him. I wasn't going to do that to Andre. I said, "That's okay, see you later." So I get in the car, the light comes on in the car, but Andre's hair is blocking the dome light. But they see him and they're standing there looking, "Oh my God," and all you could hear was, "Oh my God, look at that, look at that." So we go back to the hotel, and Andre never did drugs with me like that or anything, but I always had to get up and go to the restroom and, do my little thing, But I sat there and drank with Andre until, I don't know how I made it away sometimes, because I always drove, I don't know, geez. It was wild, but always closed down the bar with him. And, if I wasn't doing the cocaine, I probably would have passed out in the bar with him, But Andre, what a man, he loved me, He'd come in and say, "Hey," he'd always smile, and he'd say, "You're with me, you with me." I ain't gonna say no. Yeah.
Good man.
What led to your first big jump out of the Portland area?
This is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.